This is Liberty Prime with Space Spinners, and welcome back to News Tower. All right. Now, we're going to start this off with a traditional pause. Yeah, I see that something is already happening, but I can't remember what actually is happening here. What district are we in? Oh, get out of my way with the district thing. I'm trying to do this thing. There we go. East Village. They want economy. And triumphant, which shows up in politics and sports. And hopeful, which shows up in economy and society. All right, so that tells me what I need to be looking for. Let's get on over here. Okay, we had economy. Oh, yeah. Need to click on the correct thing. Okay, and I believe politics, and what was it? Society, which is this guy. And also we need some sports up in here, which is over here. Alrighty, now what is this first? Oh, yeah, I didn't even notice that there was a sports sound effect. Or maybe I did and I just forgot. Okay, our first story is KFC opens in Kentucky. Well, that makes sense. What with it being Kentucky Fried Chicken? Okay, who shall we assign to this? Let's see. Well, I think our only option is Bonnie Brown here. I guess everybody else is off doing their own business. I'll go check on that in just a few more seconds. And I see that I'm kind of out on paper. I should probably get some more of that before this weekend. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get Bonnie Brown started on this. And it looks like we've got the possibility of a... Oh, she says, I don't really see this working. Just chicken? Oh, well, I believe that there will eventually be biscuits and all sorts of other sides. But anyway, this will get me an unveiling story. That's not anything that I care about, but it's not going to hurt either. Okay, yeah, she's orderly. I'd forgotten all about that part. I've forgotten far more than I realized. It's been a little bit longer than it should have been since the last episode. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get her started on that, but I'm still going to stay paused until I get my brain back in gear a little bit better. As for example, I can't remember. Okay, yeah. Alrighty, yeah, KFC opens up in Kentucky. That is in progress. Okay, now you go away for just a second while I look at my place. Ooh, and let's see, I need more than 2 floors, but I also probably need a whole bunch more money. Well, okay, I actually got a decent amount of money here. How much is it going to cost me to add a floor? And how much of a priority is it? Well, $2,500. I can probably afford to spend that money. And then I can occupy myself with building out this floor. That's going to be fun. Oh, yeah, I need to hit confirm. Man, my brain is not working on any cylinders right now. Let's go ahead and order some paper here. See, we could order just a little bit, or a medium bit, or a larger bit. And apparently I'm interested in spending some money, so let's go ahead and do that part. Large delivery. Let's get that going to us. Although it's entirely possible. Oh, yeah, I think I already had some of that. Let me zoom in on this. Oh, no, that's food. Okay. Well, we do probably need food, too, and maybe I need a new room for that or something, and I'm just trying to remember how to scroll this. Okay, well, we're almost certainly going to find some stuff to put up here. Let's see. Is there anything else that I need to fuss with right now? And we've got all sorts of room right here that I should probably occupy with something or somebody. Where is everybody? We've got a cleaning chappie somewhere. Oh, yeah, this is the cleaning chappie's station. This is our printer area. Let's see, what else have we got going on here? Let's see. We got space for one more reporter. We might want to put these guys on their own, on their own floor. And maybe it makes sense to have these guys near the printer, so I could theoretically move these guys upstairs. I am going to need to put some actual stairs upstairs. Well, let's see about doing some of that. And apparently I just wanted to start this whole thing off with a big old building fest. Let's see. I could just scooch this all the way over here. I could probably move it later if I want to. I am torn. Yeah, let's scooch it on over here, and I could put like a water cooler or something on this side of it. This is probably not the brightest way for me to start off the episode, I must admit. But oh well, we're just gonna be stupid. Let's see, let's put some lights up in here. And I should probably eventually unpause, but why bother? There, that's nice and central. And it leaves all this nicely in the dark, too. Ooh, we could have a generator. I don't think we're going to need that yet, but Let's see what other interesting things we've got here that I've forgotten existed. Well, walls and stairs and wallpaper. Pink stripe wallpaper. Not really all that fancy. Industrial wallpaper. I'm kind of tempted by putting that. Oh, yeah, I'm kind of tempted to put that here, but oh man, it's already dark enough in there, so no, thank you. Let's see what else we wanted to do. Oh, we just wanted to generically take a look at things. Do I have any new accessories? Not yet, but I'm not in the correct section for accessories, am I? What am I looking for? Okay, this is text and assembly table typesetting. Utility. We have various utilities available. What are you? A washing station. I don't know if we need that yet, but it might not be the worst idea in the world. Let's see, a workbench. Yeah, see, I've got room for hopefully a washing station and a workbench up here, but I'm not quite sure. Well, let's just check and find out. Okay, this would fit. Don't know how much that's going to give us. And the workbench, ooh, that takes up a little bit more room than I was expecting. I don't think I'd be able to put both of those things. Let's see. Okay, well, this guy is relatively skinny, and I can move this guy's desk over a touch. Let's do that part. And now let's see. Do I have room for both? Ooh, that's going to be skinny. Ooh, it's going to be a real close call if I manage it. And I'd have to actually purchase one of these products or services to know for sure. I think it's not quite going to fit. Oh well, and I don't think I want to spend the money on that yet anyway. Have we got all of these put up? We've got the boxing gloves and this scent decreasing apple painting. I should probably move that someplace that needs it a little bit more, but I think we'll wait on that for a little while. Oh yeah, I wanted to see what my comfort levels are. Where's that? Comfort view is right there. Yeah, this is loud, but not super loud. This is hot, but not super hot. Excuse me, y'all. My throat is just utterly torn up by both the weather and the pollen out there and cedar fever and all them other things. But anyway, I think these are the only telegrapher accessories we've got now. Let's check out the other things. Did I already check out the reporting? I'm being stupid. Oh well. I'm also being extremely distracted, so let's, unpause for a little while and get some stuff going on here. And let's open up this view so that we can pause immediately when something happens, but something is happening in the bathroom for sure. Do I need any new people? I really could use a new reporter now that I'm thinking about it. Let's see. Ooh, all right, something has happened. Okay, we have a Record of Secret Assistance Strayed story. Record of Secret Assistance Strayed. Alrighty, what is this about? Let's see about. Let's go ahead and assign Robert Cutler to it. And yeah, I do need a new reporter, I think. And Robert Cutler is cheap, just cheap, no strings attached. I really like that about him. Okay, let's see. Oh, and he is making his way back home. He is in the middle of reporting another story is what he's doing. We do have an economy story in the drawer. I think that it's going to be a little bit stale by now, though, huh? Well, let's see. Now, what does this show here? Dirt. Yeah, we don't need dirt. We need triumphant and hopeful. I think that I should probably get a new reporter out there. Maybe two, because I would love to have two people available to cover any potential topic here. I don't know if I can afford to do that, and I don't know if I've got enough space to do that either. I also don't know which floor my telegrapher should be on. I should probably figure that one out sometime soon, but I don't think it's going to happen right this second. Now, how many reporters do I have? I've only got two. That is just a crying shame. Let's see about hiring some new people. And I'm getting all sorts of ahead of myself here, but alrighty, let's see what these people can do. Gina Scott is noise tolerant. Oh, she is not the right. She is a utility worker, and so are all the others. Okay, let's look at Lillian Crone. She is cheap, just cheap, no strings attached. I do like that. She does crime, economy, and sports. Rose Allers is versatile. She gains 50% experience on unused skills. Huh, that's an odd thing to say. I'm not quite sure what that means. Well, let's keep her in mind. Lillian Crone is in fact cheap. She only wants $47 a month, or a pay period, sorry. Anyway, Rose Allers, the versatile reporter, does entertainment, politics, and society. Doris Butoy has no special skills. She does crime, society, and sports. Kennard Juliano also has no special skills, and he does crime, economy, and entertainment. And both of those last two are $62 a pay period, which I guess is a week. And let's see, I do like people with special skills. I like both Lillian and Rose. And boy, these two together probably average out pretty similar to Doris and Kennard. Let's see about this. I would actually really love to hire them both. I am not broke yet, which is a nice feeling. Possibly I should be paying back some of my loans, but I don't really want to right yet. Let's see if I can figure out some way to fit in some extra reporters. We could move these telegraphers up to the new floor. Although I think that that's kind of a shame. I think that it's not the best idea in the world to keep them that far away from the reporters, is it? But then again, it's nice to have the types. Everybody needs to be on the same floor somehow. I don't think that's really going to happen anytime soon. As I understand it, we can eventually somehow get a wider building, but that's not a solution for right now, is it? Okay. Let me think about some of this. All right, well, we could move the turlet upstairs, and that would give us room for 2 reporters down here on this floor without having to move everything else around. So I might consider that. And I don't want them to have to travel too far to get to the bathroom. That can lead to some unnecessary messes. Let's see. Well, I might move this guy upstairs into this new area and hope that that's not a terrible idea. All right, resupply you is now on the top floor, and you is going to get moved around and reorganized and whatever else as need be. And now I'm thinking maybe I wanted to move these stairs into the middle of the floor. Yeah, let's do that. Come on. No, I'm trying to move you. How am I doing this wrong? Oh, is it going to cost me or something? I don't care about the money. I care about, reorganizing the whole area. Okay, let's go with this. And we will put the resupply desk over here a little bit more in the corner. Just to make your life difficult, poor little guy. Can't remember your name. Jason Hoffman. Sorry, Jason Hoffman. Your life is therefore going to be just that tiny touch more difficult, especially when you need to go to the bathroom, which is, well, it's still going to be on a floor below you, but I think it's going to be down here this time. So let's move this over here, and let's see about moving this bathroom over here too. And I do need to move that light. Let's go ahead and do that, and we're going to leave this fan in place too. Alrighty, come on. Let's not scrunch her up quite that close. I don't really even know how wide this bathroom needs to be here. But let's just go ahead and start moving some stuff. You get to be over there, and you get to be near to the door. And maybe I should just go ahead and move this out of the way, because this is the smelly area. Maybe it would be better to have it right here. And you need a light for sure. And I promise this really is a newspaper. I'm going to get back to that pretty soon, but I am in mid-decorating mode, so we're just going to go with that one. Yeah, why not? Let's put some nice lights up in here, and you get at least some buffer from the terrible noise with this printing thing, although it's not looking noisy up in here. It's just looking stinky up in here. So, okay, everybody get out of my way. I am working on moving all of these things around. Let us make you smell a little bit better this way. And let's put some nice tiles back here, although I want to be sure that I know how big I want this to be. What if I were to make it a two-holer type of a bathroom? That might be a good idea. Let's see if I can re-find those turlets. I remember having a weirdly hard time hunting those down, although this looks like a likely candidate. Yes. Alrighty, now we have 2 turlets. Ooh, you is extra smelly, apparently. Let's get some of those, the smell reduction things that I suddenly can't remember the name of and also can't find. Comfort. Yes, another air vent is definitely called for up in here. Let's see how low I can put you. Not down there. And maybe I wonder if that fan helps with smell. I am not sure, but we're gonna try it somehow. Can't fit these turlets in these, can't fit the plant in the turlets. That's a shame. Well, let's see. I think that the tiles are supposed to help a lot with the smell reduction. So let's go ahead and get some of that going. And where did I move this apple thing? Maybe we do need it in the bathroom after all. Don't know if that's helping. And let's find out if this fan was helping with the smell. It does seem as though it does help. That's good to know. So we're gonna plonk down 2 of them. Where are our fans? Our fans are $100 and I'm down to 4,600, I believe. It's hard to tell the 6s from the 8s at this scale. That's not what I meant to do. What was I doing? I was doing another fan. So let's try for that. And let's also hope real hard. Okay, now I'm trying to move the, this bottom fan. Not that it really matters. Okay, we're gonna put a whole bunch of air vents in this place. And then we're gonna tile the whole thing. This second air vent is not really making as much difference as I was hoping it would. It's making a small difference, just not $75 worth of difference. Yeah, I know it's stanky up in there. But let's see about putting in some tiles. And hopefully that will help. Ooh, because this whole place is just stanky. Excuse me again. Ugh. Okay, well that did do quite a bit, but there's still some stink going on over here. I wonder how I could reduce that. I think that the problem is that I've got 2 stalls. Maybe if I were to put the sink in between them, that would help. And then I could have a fan on each side. Let's see if this is a winning proposition. Okay, we're gonna move this slightly over and just put the light right in front of it too. Because I like when things are centered. And I'm just basically going to switch out this toilet style stall. I'll get it right someday. Switch this out with the sink and just make it stanky up here for a few seconds here. And we're going to maybe think about putting in a 3rd air vent in just a second. But I wonder if it's going to make sense to have that sink in between these 2 things. Ooh, let's find out. That actually works surprisingly well, and I don't think I even need another vent. I'm going to put these vents a little bit closer to the center. But this is a surprisingly pleasant bathroom now. I am very happy about that. Okay, that is working out pretty nice. All right. I really am pleased with myself for how that turned out. Don't need you right up there close to the door. I might want to put something else up here, so I will squeeze you right by the bathroom after all. Okay, and I hope that you were not in dire need of that sink. Well, we'll figure that out later. One more thing that I'm going to do, though, is put this standard wallpaper here, which is... Oh, yeah, that's free, and so's the pink stripe wallpaper. Well, let's just pink stripe the whole bottom floor, shall we? Well, let's just standard bathroom, or standard wallpaper. Okay, now let's see about ordering a few more reporters. And we're going to have to start sectioning them off, but I don't have enough reporters yet to know what I want where, and I don't have enough accessories yet to know what I want where. Anyway, we're not going with utility. We are going with reporters. And we're going to get both Lillian and Rose and hope that I don't just, have to keep on taking out loans over and over again, because that would not be the best thing in the world. Oh, yeah, I think that I might want to go ahead and get the reporters' desks first and find out how broke we're about to be. Probably pretty broke. And, come on, everybody fit. Let's see. Well, I think I'm going to try to put these a little bit closer here. And then maybe shufty around the accessories just a little bit afterwards. But we need 2 reporters' desks, which are surprisingly cheap at only $100 each. That is good news. And maybe everybody's going to get a trash can because I seem to have a little bit more room between guys than I was expecting. And I think that I am going to need to move this around once I know who should go where. Yes. And we're going to move you just a little bit closer too. And I don't know, I might need to just shove you a lot closer. But anyway, can we finally hire Lillian? Yes. And I don't know who needs to go where yet. I'm not paying enough attention for that. And I don't have enough accessories for that yet either. Okay, and I might switch out who's taking care of what. Okay, you are good at society. And you are, let's see, what are your skills? You are good at crime. Okay. And we're probably not going to need either of you that much right now. Oh, and now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think that I got the proper overlap, did I? I was so distracted by this part. Okay, you are entertainment, politics, and society. And you are not the right thing. You are crime, economy, and sports. And I've already forgotten what you had. Okay, here we have crime and economy and sports. And here we have, okay, entertainment, politics, and society. I think that's not too terrible of a blend. Why am I having so much trouble remembering this? Okay, yes, I do have a good, perfect blend there. And I should have, paid attention while you were over here because you were much easier to compare than, didn't say that I had my brain yet, did I? Don't really need it. Well, in theory, okay. Now let me look at who I've got assigned to what. This is already in progress, but I've pretty much been paused this whole time, so let's see how long it's going to take you to start. You are already ready to go, so that's good news. Let's see about this little guy. Yeah, you were not really ready to start, were you? Yeah, see, Robert is, well, he's off gallivanting. But, okay, I don't think that it really matters that this story is not just quite lickety-split with Tao. All right, well, I'm finally going to unpause. Let's see. And I'm going to try to think a little bit better while I'm working on that. What is it that you do for me? You do entertainment. Where's my new entertainment person? One of you does entertainment. No, you do society and entertainment. Okay, so I should probably switch you guys around, shouldn't I? Let's see. Let's see if I can do this smoothly. I'm going to pause for just a second here while I perform this switchation, because you get to have some access to this. And who is this person, or what are your skills? Oh, no, I didn't mean to accessorize you. I just wanted to see what you do. Okay, yeah, you are in fact my entertainment person. So we're going to split the difference with where this poster goes, right between you two. I hope that I managed that. I think that this desk is somehow still the wrong person's desk or something. I don't know. I've gotten all tangled up here. Okay, you do entertainment. Okay, okay, I think that the desk is what determines who does what. So let's just move this desk up here for a second, and then we will move, let me get down there. We will be moving this desk over here, and stop helping me. I'm trying to do a thing. I don't really need you to be all up in my grill. Okay, there we go. And now, hopefully, this movie poster is actually getting both of these guys. Yes, it looks like you are. All right. Hey, that was way more trouble than it should have been. All due to me being stupid. Okay. I think everybody is reasonably happy, and now we're going to finally hit play. And I was planning on this being a relatively short episode, but that doesn't seem like it's happening because I keep hitting pause. We're still on Monday, y'all. And I've been recording for 27 minutes and 22 seconds so far. Oy. Well, maybe I should speed this up just a little bit. Actually, let's hold this open while we do that speeding up thing. And I still need to get, let's see, a triumphant story and a hopeful story. So let's just go ahead and zoom a little bit here. Ooh, all right, we have got this going. And I have remembered to hit pause yet again. Okay, now this is not what we need still, is it? Okay, yeah, this was going to be an unveiling, which is not the worst thing in the world. But you are my new reporter, and you are just the right person for this, it looks like. So, excellent. She says, don't you think your ambition's gotten ahead of your skillet? Oh yeah, this is the KFC story. All right, yeah, decent enough pun. I'll allow it. Not a big fan of puns, but every so often you gotta let it go. Okay, we have got some new people, and we have got a new delivery too. Excellent. And I was still thinking about fast forwarding a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm just waiting to hear that. There we go. And I have paused again. Okay, we definitely need some more focused stories here. Alrighty. We have moral code in place, and we could go either the entertainment route or the economy route. Actually, we might be allowed to do both. It looks like we can. Okay. And thankfully, we do have somebody for each of these, I think. Alrighty, so Bonnie, you get to stick with the economy, even though you're not particularly skilled in that. Rose Allers gets to do the entertainment story, and hopefully we can do this economy story as well. I like that. Alrighty, Bonnie Brown says, will these new limits hurt the industry for the moral code? This is going to curb our growth, says studio director. Oh, what is that, the Hays Code? Something like that, where people are no longer allowed to just make whatever to use whatever content they want in movies anymore. Which is, a little bit of an interesting development. But then again, I have seen some of the movies that were allowed before that came in place, and, well, I could see why they considered it a good idea. It would certainly have some very serious ratings if they were made today, but with a full nudity and so forth. But, all right, let's unpause here. And maybe zoom just a tiny little bit. A little bit more. Oh yeah, this poor guy is in the dark up here. Didn't mean to do that to you. Let's put some light up there. And let's actually unpause while we do the lights. Okay, I will pause again as soon as I hear the ding. Yes, be lighted. I figure you might enjoy that. And let's pull this back up and start to zoom in a little bit more. Because now it's Wednesday and I still haven't got either of these two special stories. Oh, we still need some triumphant and some hopeful. So let's do that fast. And I need to pass on some stories if I'm not careful. Let's see, we've prioritized. We still have society and sports to come. We're looking like we're not really going to achieve this one. Don't like that. Well, please be something. Well, I'm going to get a new object out of this one. Crowd disappeared for days in desert. Huh. I feel as though I should have some association with that. I don't quite have it yet. But I want this thing that I'm going to get, so I'm going to go ahead and do this story. Can I... Robert Cutler says, can I just please go home? No. Anyway, the subtitle is now Backpack Found at Bay. Oh, interesting. And this is probably a real story, so I'm probably going to completely forget to look into it. Alrighty, well, let's go ahead and resume here. And keep on hoping for a triumphant and or a hopeful story. We need both of those, and we are running short on possibilities here. Oy. Let's see, no more economy left to research. And okay, this is politics and sports. We still have a possibility of it in sports for triumphant. Hopeful is economy and society. So we do still have a possibility of it in society. So here is hoping, and here is fast forwarding just a little bit more. There we go. Something has happened. Okay, we have got Paramount Studios. This is Gossip Story. That's not what I need, y'all. Alrighty, well, Rose is the only one who is available for this at the moment. For the greater good, she asks, moral code in place, censorship or protection. Alrighty. Well, whenever you hear the greater good, you have to immediately intone the greater good afterwards. So, yeah, there you go. That little mission has been completed. And let's go ahead and fast forward just a little bit more here. Slow fast forwarding. Oh, and let's see what we got out of this one. Woof. world map. That's excellent. And I'm going to have to rejigger all my reporters again, aren't I? Okay, and I can't remember what that does, but I do need to unpause now. What does that do? Tell me all about it here. Reporting accessories. The world map will... What will you do again? Oh, you're not going to tell me, at least not easily. Okay, well... I am just being terrible at this game right now. Let's see. I might need to move all you guys over to one side so that I can fit in this world map. And this is still running, by the way, y'all. And as soon as I said that, I had to tell it to not do that. Please be a hopeful story, or a triumphant story. Yes, excellent. And Bonnie Brown, you are good at sports, so let's go ahead and get that one done. And I will probably fast forward you. Okay, Alabama wins title, Crimson Tide triumphs. Alabama's finest moment, says Bonnie Brown in her best Southern accent. Alrighty, let's get on going. And I feel as though I was going to do something. Oh, yes. I was going to get on going, and I was going to put that reporting accessory in place. Now, where is Bonnie's desk? Presumably here, maybe? Yeah, this is her desk. And, okay, so I need to move... Okay. I'm going to have to pause for this one, because we're going to move you beside this guy. I think you guys have slightly more overlapping skill sets. And then I will move these other guys down here. And yeah, I know you're just standing in the middle of the floor right now. Well, let's see. I actually need to get all of you moved over, including your accessory. So let's do that. And then let's move you guys down here. What is your skill set? Let's see. I'm just assuming that the world map is going to go with you guys. Maybe I shouldn't be assuming that. Arg. Oh, well, let's just go with what we've gone with so that we can hit play again. Let's get this world map back and put this here, and then question our actions later on. What do you apply to? And what do you... Oh, you need to be over here in the telegrapher's room. Oh, darn it. Oh, well. Let's see if I can figure out how to make this one work. That's not going to be easy to figure out. Because I still want you to have the soundproofing in place, too. So let's move you on over. Let's move a little bit more of you on over. And I will need to fix the wallpaper. Oh, something is reluctant to move. What have I got in the way here? Something's in the way. Well, I don't think your what was in the way. Okay, we can do this somehow. No, apparently we can't do that. Okay, now we have done that. I think that maybe there's a plant in the way. Okay, that explains some of that. Okay, let's get this plant going too. And it is no wonder that I've been doing so horribly with my time, and no wonder if this winds up being a very long episode. Oh, I didn't realize that I had two plants down there. Let's just temporarily move you up there. So we don't really need a twofer on the plants there. I was just going to try to move this wall over a little bit and see if that means that we could fit this world map in here somehow. Okay. That sort of works a little bit. Let's try it with this world map now. Okay, yeah, I do have a surprising amount of room. Let's zoom in a little bit. Goodness, didn't mean to get that far away. Oh, well, I guess I am going to just go ahead and leave you both over there. So, we've got that done well enough, I guess. Might as well center this a little bit better. Can you both see it from there? I think you are both getting the good effect of that. Alrighty, and one last little thing while I'm just delaying and getting all up my own grill. Let's put this here. Okay, I have just planned out this episode horribly because pretty soon I'm going to have to quit this episode, and I would really love to get a little bit further, but my goodness, we might just have to interrupt this in the middle of the thing. Ooh, kind of hate to do that because it's only Thursday, but man, I think that might be my best bet. And oh darn it, now I wound up with two of these world maps. Let's find some other, well, let's just leave this here for now and we'll find something else to do with it. you get to be just a little bit augmented over here. Oh, maybe I should just try to sell this one. How much is it worth? Let's find out. Where's my reporting accessories? Yeah, that's poorly ordered there. Okay, well, this cost me $50, so I'll get, what, $25 back for this? And I'm at $397.76, so that'll put just over the border of $4,000. Yeah, there we go, $4,001. And I think on that note, I'm going to be kind of silly, and I'm going to just end this episode right here. Oh, and I hate to leave it right here, but my goodness, it's going to take a while to finish this one, because I have just gone ham with the building part, which is, sort of my nature. But I hope that y'all have enjoyed this weird little excursion back into News Tower, and I promise that it really is a News Tower thing, and that we will get back to the news soon now that we have built all this up, and we still got all this ground to cover next episode. So hopefully I'll actually be able to finish this edition, and hopefully we will get our triumphant story and our hopeful story, although at least we've got this one in progress. Go Bama. Or, well, Roll Tide. Sorry. Sorry, Alabama. But hopefully I will see y'all in the next episode so that we can finish our East Village District. Hopefully. Whew. I'll see y'all in the next episode. Bye.